Today, I'm going to teach you a magic trick. A little while back, I was walking on the rail trail that runs along the bluff on the Pacific Ocean here in San Diego. I walk or jog it nearly every day. It connects our home that's here. This is where I have my gym here in the garage, and our new home that is over on the coastline. While on the trail, I saw a car coming in the opposite direction. I was certain it was my wife's. I assumed that she was traveling from here to our other house that I had just come from. I waved wildly at the car as it got closer. The sun was reflecting off the windshield, so I just kept waving. It wasn't until the car got perpendicular to me that I could see inside the car. It wasn't my wife. It was a complete stranger. Well, that's embarrassing, I thought, but the driver of the car was waving wildly back at me with a big smile on their face. Well, that's weird, I thought. As I went along a little further, I decided to try an experiment. I smiled and waved at the next car coming by. Oddly, that person also waved back with a big smile on their face. The next car, I didn't wave nor smile. And guess what? The person in that car didn't wave, didn't smile. I did that several times more. Wave, not wave, with the same predictable results each time. I then started to take this experiment with me to other places, in the line at the coffee shop or the grocery store, walking into an elevator, walking into a reception room, joining a Zoom meeting. Same results. I took the experiment with me to Miami Beach, to Arizona, to Washington State, to the Carolinas. I took it to Barcelona, Munich, Singapore, to Toronto, and Vancouver. I even took it to the tough New York City. And guess what? It worked everywhere, predictably every time. Once I became cognizant of this, it seemed like I possessed a superpower. I could instantly change people's state. In a snap, I could jerk them from their blank state and instantly awaken their friendliness, their warmth, and their joy. It was like performing a magic trick. This all reminded me of a couple very important lessons. One is, we are all change agents. We all have the power to change every room that we enter, physically or virtually. Every path, every trail, every parking lot, and every hallway that you walk. Every email, text message, iMessage, or tweet that you send. You have the power to brighten people up or dim them in an instant. The second reminder is, the world is just a giant mirror of you, reflecting back to you the face that you're bringing to it every day. Bring happiness, positivity, abundance, friendliness, and joy, and it will reflect that back to you. Bring pessimism, scarcity, fear, joylessness, and it will reflect that back to you. You are almost God-like in your ability to create. You literally can bend the world and the people in it around you. You can change the reflection you receive by changing the projection that you send. It's likely that you know this, as I have for a very long time, but it's also likely that you are not actively using your godlike creative powers, at least not to their fullest and most positive capability. I suggest that you activate your superpower. Be the lightning rod of positive impact on every room that you enter, every conversation that you engage in, and every message that you send today. Spend your day as a magician, performing your magic trick everywhere. Wave wildly and smile brightly at people. Compliment the glorious day that it is. Focus everybody's attention on what's positive, what's possible, and wonderful about the things that you're working on together today. Watch people light up. Count the number of people who you make smile today. See how high you can get. Make a game of it. If you're up for the challenge, write #I'mAMagician in the comments below. A guy takes his 8-year-old to the office to take your kid to work day. As they're walking around his office, his daughter starts crying and gets very cranky. So the dad asks her, "What's wrong?" And by this time, all his co-workers had gathered around since she was making such a ruckus. Then she says, "Daddy, where are all the clowns that you said you worked with?" No, nothing. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. Yeah, Roberto is lactose intolerant. What if he can't find his car? What is he called? Then he is Roberto Carlos. What do you call a guy walking in the sand? Santos. Why won't you ever starve in the desert? Because of all the sandwiches there. You know, for the life of me, I couldn't remember the dress that ballerinas wear, and then I finally put 2 and 2 together. Come on, hey, that joke's on point. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you on the flip side.